Hola. It's been an eventful day for me because I've had an eventful week. I started this vlog. I got approved for Zepbound. I had my very first normal personal training time yesterday with my personal trainer. I wrapped up a week of working out and I picked up my new medication today, and then I done some research the night before, mostly on Pinterest, looking for ideas for what I should eat, what I shouldn't eat, that kind of stuff, because I'm going to start on Monday. Stay tuned. And just because I felt like it, I decided to wear makeup. It's the Laura Geller stuff, and I really like it. I got 4 palettes, and I'm just having fun with it. And I really like her lipstick. If you have skin that like stuff just melts off, this stuff stays on. I love it. So anyhow, just having fun, just whatever. All I did was go to the grocery store and try to flirt with the over 50 crowd because, 62 is the new 42. Anyhow, so it was a very good day today. I went to the gym, I did Zumba. I went and did some of that foam roller stuff. Man, that really hurts, guys. I don't know why it hurts so much, but I guess my muscles really need that workout. I probably should do the hot mobility class more. It's a really cool class at my Crunch gym, but I haven't had time to do it. I'm doing a lot of classes and I love them all, and I love them all for very different reasons. All of my instructors are great, and I really, really like my personal trainer. He's very receptive and very just super nice and knows how to push me the right way. So that's good. So picked up the medication, came home, jazzed myself up, whatever. And then I went to the grocery store with my list of things, and I spent an inordinate amount of time there because I was really comparing things. Like, okay, so on my Pinterest board, which I'm going to leave the link in the description, on my Pinterest board, I found all these things where, oh, you should do this brand of bread. And I'm not going to say the brand of bread because there's no point. You'll see it on my board. And because it's better for you for fiber and blah, 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 blah. Or like you should do like protein pasta versus regular pasta for your pasta meals. And I'm like, okay, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like in the store and I'm like looking and I'm like, let's compare. Well, okay, so you have 2 more grams of protein versus regular pasta with protein. I'm not gonna get 2 more grams of protein for that much more money. Like, forget about it. So regular pasta protein, fine by me. And I like my store brand pasta. If I do eat pasta, I follow the instructions and only do like 1 cup. I really am good about measuring right now. I hate doing it, but I'm doing it. So this has been an interesting little journey because I'm doing all kinds of things I hate doing, like logging my food and making sure I'm eating enough of this and of that, and no drinking for 5 days out of 7. But today is a drinking day, and I'm not gonna lie, I am looking forward to my nice red wine with my steak that I'm gonna have tonight with my lovely husband, the physicist. I told him I'd pull a feather out of my cap, and I did. We're gonna have a lovely dinner together. But at any rate, right now, what I'm having is this, even though it's a little bit early. This is called an adaptogen drink. It's from Moment. It's their ginger peach, and it is absolutely yummy. Oh no, this is their cranberry peach. Oh, cranberry ginger ale, cranberry ginger, whatever. It's really good, and it's not even alcoholic, and I've completely lost the ability to process words. It's a glorious thing. Anyhow, maybe I shouldn't have taken those 2 extra ashwagandha whatever gummies today. I don't know. I'm on fire and I'm half asleep. But this is really yummy. I will post the link to Moment Drinks, also post a link to Laura Geller makeup also in my description. I'm gonna try to be better about that. But again, this is unedited, unscripted. This is just me being real with you about my little journey. And you may or may not be interested in it, but I'm kind of doing this mostly for me, just to kind of see where I am today, see where I am a month from now, see where I am 6 months from now. So cheers, this is really good, get you some. That is so good. Yummy, yummy. It's so refreshing. It'd be great for Thanksgiving or Christmas morning, just something poppy. Very, very good. So I got to thinking though about the cost of things. Like, I really like the ritual liquors, the non-alcoholic flavored liquors like aperitif. I really like their tequila. And I love these adaptogen drinks that I'm drinking. They're fabulous, but they're not cheap. So if you're on a really tight budget, there's some other ways to kind of have something special to drink without it costing you an arm and a leg. One of the things that I've been doing to stretch is using the no-name brand flavored water, sparkling waters, seltzer waters from Costco. I do like lime in with the margarita stuff. I do lemon in with the lemon turmeric. I have like teas that I've made, herbal teas, hibiscus and orange peach herbal teas, and I've got them sitting in the fridge, and I just pour a little bit into a nice wine glass and squeeze an orange or whatever in there, or a lemon, depending on which tea it is. And then I just pour some seltzer water or some sparkling ginger, like sugar-free ginger ale. So that's a cheaper way of having a nice fun beverage in a nice glass. Like, don't cheat yourself, man. Like, make it fun, otherwise you're not going to do it. Like, come on. Like, nobody wants to be the girl with just the tumbler at a party, right? Like, you want to look fun and have fun too, and there's no need for booze to do that. So that's the lesson we have learned, is we definitely can handle not drinking for 5 days. So much for false accusations of dependency on alcohol. I won't name names. No one I know that likes me does that to me. They just accept me how I am, and that's cool with me. At any rate, 5 days is good. We're good with it, but we're both looking forward to our treat tonight and tomorrow night. We have a fun event that we're going to, a Hatch Chili cook-off party. So we're looking forward to that, and I'm not going to be teetotaling the whole time that I'm there. That's a fun night, and I'm looking forward to spending it with my friends and enjoying tasting all the different foods that people are making. And thank God it's before Monday, because Monday is D-Day, is the start day of my new journey with a drug that I was very reluctant to try. Very honestly, I was on the fence about these kind of things for a good 2 or 3 years. Not because I had any judgment of other people doing it, because I was like, hey man, if it works for you, go for it. But I was afraid of it. What is it going to do to my body? Is it going to make me hate the things I love to eat? Is it going to make me not, like, I don't know. I just was afraid. Like, I have had allergic reactions, and I wasn't eager to try them. I was like, I'll just figure out how to make it work on myself and try some other things, and nothing was really working. And so when my doctor said, why don't you try it? I was like, okay. And then they said yes, and it was great, and I got a really good price on it, so I got double lucky on that one. So we'll see what happens on Monday. I'm going to take that first injection, and thank God I don't have to put it in my tummy, because I was really weirded out by that whole process. So I'm going to do it in my thigh, and then we'll see how it all rolls. In the meantime, I've been bringing in foods that will support this a little adventure that I'm on. I have to eat like 125 grams minimum of protein per day. Sounds really daunting and hard to do, but it's actually quite easy to do with the shake, the meal replacement shake that I've got. That's already 25 right there. And then I found a recipe for overnight oats. So it includes like rolled oats, whatever, like a vanilla. I'm using sugar-free vanilla milk made out of a almond. Oh no, sugar-free almond milk. Almond milk. Yeah, sugar-free almond milk. And again, those adaptogen drinks really are cooking today. And I'm not even halfway through mine. So at any rate, so that, and then I can add in a scoop of sugar-free vanilla protein powder. That's another 25 grams of protein right there. And some chia seeds for like fiber and stuff. And then I'm gonna pre-make all of that and not add the almond milk until it's ready to be made. And already the physicist is like, I think I'd like that too. And I'm like, well, you're gonna be on this plan with me whether you're taking a drug or not. So you're gonna have some too, like fair is fair. I am making him eat some food that I would have loved to have eaten had I not gotten this particular drug, but it does not like high fat foods. And unfortunately for me, the meal delivery, like the meal kit plan that we're on, I thought I ordered really good food for this coming up week, but I didn't. I forgot. So they're sending me their choices, which kind of suck because they're like 1,000 calories for one and like 50 grams of fat in one of them. I don't want to start off this week with this new drug getting sick because I ate all the wrong stuff. And plus it's like an Asian inspired dish, so it's going to be spicy. And that's another thing they warn you about, which I love spicy food, but we don't want to dive into eating food that might create problems, side effects. So I have asked the physicist to take a hit for me, and he's going to have to eat both the meals while I eat something low fat and high protein and healthy for me. I don't think he minds too much. I'll make it for him though. Anyhow, so that's an issue. So I have to keep an eye on those meals coming up. I may have to cancel it. I don't know, or find another one. So if anybody has a good meal kit delivery service that you like, go ahead and drop it in the comments if you're even watching me. I don't care if you are or not. I'm doing this for me. So that, and then just the idea of trying to come up with 125 grams of protein per day. But by doing those two things I just told you, that's already 50. And if I do cottage cheese, a half a cup with some pineapple, that's another 13 grams. So like I'm counting protein, I'm counting, I'm not worrying about carbs. They say don't cut out the carbs, but like eat good carbs. So I'm like, okay, fine, that's easy enough to do. And that was the thing. I was sort of like looking at all of these different options. Like I was looking at this other, the same brand name for this bread that I was looking at. Yeah, it looked really good. Like it was like $7 for a loaf of skinny, thin slices of bread that were super high grain and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but you only really have 5 grams of protein. So why am I paying for your lousy grams of protein when I can just have something that's 4 grams of protein, like a whole wheat English muffin that's a normal price, and add my own protein to it and then reach it that way. So little things like that. Like sometimes it's easy to think, oh, because it's this, it's so special, but really you don't have to do it that way. Like, especially if you're on a budget, like these foods can add up bigly. Like I looked at a couple of different breads and they were like $7 a loaf. And I'm like, that's a 12 eggs for me where I live, or maybe a half a dozen eggs, depends on where you live. Anyhow, so no shade on the chickens. The only request the physicist had for tonight's meal was, please no more chicken, because we've been eating a lot of chicken and we're sick of it. Yesterday we had salmon and it was delicious, but we always try to time that for when the garbage is coming the next day, because you get stuck with the skin and all that other, and it just smells up the garbage, gets yucky. And so we're trying to time it out that way. And then on, I didn't go too crazy, but on Monday I'm going to hit Costco and, stock up on my little peppers and my hummus and stuff like that, because I really love that kind of food. I love dipping it in there. And I have, oh, there went Tonks. And then I have my carb balanced tortillas for us to eat, but I picked up regular tortillas for my hatch chili cook-off dish that I'm making. Really excited about it. We did a test run, and I don't know if I'll win in the category that I'm going for, but I had fun converting a recipe that I've made for years into a hatch chili recipe. And the lady that recommended, hey man, just add hatch chili to whatever you like to eat and it'll be good, she was right. So I'm looking forward to it. So that in a nutshell has been the day, the week, and we're looking forward to the weekend. And we had a wonderful week with just building up on our own health journey. The physicist has sort of been watching me. He's like giving me tips and everything. I'm like, dude, do your own workout. I got my man now. I got my other boyfriend now helping me out. Haha. But one of the things that kind of hit me was there's just certain things that you can't do easily, and then don't make it hard on yourself. Like, I'm not going to kill myself trying to be perfect about everything, but I'm going to do my best. And the best that I can do is stay on top of what I need to get into my body, work out. They say do lots of weight training, so I'm trying to add that in. One of the things I talked to my personal trainer about, this was funny, and I got confirmation. So when he measured me, he measured my hips, and then he measured my waist. guys, he measured my waist over my belly button. First of all, my belly button no longer exists in the original zone where it was first existing when I was in my 20s and 30s. I'm gonna tell you right now, a couple of miscarriages and a baby and gaining weight and losing weight and everything else, my belly button has significantly dropped several inches below where it originally lived. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. But please do not measure my waist at my belly button, which is like literally riding on my hip line now. Like, that's not fair. So I went online and I told him this. I said, dude, no. You can measure it, but I'm not buying it. And so I went online and I looked at all the measuring charts that I use for like ordering my stuff online, because I hate shopping in person. Ask my friends, I'm really bad about it. But I have a great curated list on my online shopping thing. Wishes. So anyway, so I went online and I looked and I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be between the upper level of your hip bone and the lower level of your final rib. So like that inch or so between. And I have a very high waist. So I'm like, that's where you should have measured me. So I know my belt is in the right place. In fact, I'm gonna show you. Let's see if I can get here. This is where my waist is. This is not where my waist is. This is where my hips are. Look at the difference. Now, if I measured this, I think that's at least 2.5, 3 inches. Because if you measure by the knuckle, according to the physicist, that's let's see. Yeah, it's about 3 inches. That's a 3-inch drop from where it originally lived, people, or at least somewhere where it originally lived. I don't even know where it originally lived anymore. Oh my God. It doesn't live where I would like for it to live, but that's not gonna happen unless we have surgery, and ain't nobody gonna do that. It costs money and I'm afraid of pain. That kind of pain anyways. So I told him that, and then my really, really good friend, workout buddy that I've had for a few years now, since 2023. I just love her, and she's in amazing shape. She's 65. She's teaching Zumba. She's so cool. And she's like, well, this is how you measure where your waist is supposed to be. I'm gonna show you. You take your elbow and you put it down here. Look at where it is. Right here, guys. This is where your waist is, where your elbow hits there. That's your waist. Okay? And I figure since her father was a bodybuilder and she grew up in like all the different, fitness centers, and she knows all this stuff about fitness, I'm like, I'm gonna take her word for it, because that matches my online shopping spree deal. So yeah, sometimes measurements can be really tricky, but they're important. So we'll see where they are in a month. I have now several apps that I'm using. I have the company that makes Step Bound, Lily. They have an app, so I'm on their app, and that's kind of interesting and fun and makes you accountable. And then I have my gym app, which checks me in and lets me know when classes are, and I'm constantly booking classes and things like that. And then I have my my logging.fit app or whatever through my gym, through my personal training, and I log everything on there. That's been an interesting kind of a journey, but I'm figuring out how to get shortcuts in for the food part, which is very helpful. So overall, great week. I feel fabulous. I'm excited about the new things. I'm excited to try the new drug. I'm a little bit nervous. I will let you know on Monday how it goes. I probably won't be wearing makeup though, because I'm afraid I might wolf my cookies or something. I have no idea what to expect. So you'll see me like the way you saw me the first time if you watched the little short reel of me, because I am not fooling around. I'm just gonna come home from the gym, get cleaned up, do that shot, and every Monday around the same time, that's when I'm gonna do it. So I've got my first 4 injectors, and we'll see how they change how I eat. I'll see how they change how the scale goes down. But I'm also going to, like a week into it, that'll bring me into 2 weeks of the personal training. I wanna kind of do like a quick sidebar measure, if you will. So anyhow, I'm having a good week. I hope you all are having a good week too. And if you're watching this, thank you. And I will put the links to Moment cheers to the Pinterest boards that I started on my Pinterest. And what else did I want to put a link to? Oh, Laura Geller. So I'll try to remember to do all that. I hope y'all have a great weekend. See you Monday after I poke myself with that injector. Take care.